So I did it. I bought a planner from Jenuine Studios. Stay with me today and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, hi everyone. This is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today I have for you a rare planner video. What I have done is, actually, let me start from the beginning. I received an email from one of my followers, and they were asking if I sold my planner, which I do not. Sad to say, I have not gotten around to that yet, nor do I know that I really want to. But anyway, I know that there are lots of you out there who are intrigued by using a OneNote planner and have been dying for a OneNote planner that is more than just a PDF that you print and write on top of it. So, I have been researching and I found something that I think might work for some of you. It was created by Jenuine Studios, and I am going to show you that planner today. What I purchased was the OneNote Project Management Planner, which comes with an undated yearly calendar. Okay, so first of all, I was going to do a video showing you the download process, but the download process went so smoothly that I decided to scrap that video because the planner comes with a great set of instructions to show you how to do that. So let me stop talking and let's get right into the video, and I'll show you all the good things that I have to show you today. Okay, let's go. All right, so when you buy the planner from Jenuine Studios, first thing that you receive is a PDF file that is a download that talks you through or walks you through the whole process. So it looks like this. It shows you that the planner that you bought, or the planner that I bought, which is the project management planner, has 30 different project management templates. It's over 500 pages and has over 200 hyperlinks. So it is looking like it's going to be a pretty thorough planner from what I have seen so far. It does come in 2 starts. It comes with a Sunday start if you're somebody who likes that. Or if you're somebody like me who likes a Monday start, it also comes in a Monday start version. Okay? All right. Moving on, it talks to you or goes through and explains to you exactly what you need to do to get to your planner. So here's a list of, or here's a thank you note from Jen, from Jenuine Studios. I think that's kind of cute. I think she's from Canada. And then as we move on, there's a getting started guide. She even provides a YouTube tutorial link right here to walk you through the process if you don't want to just read everything. So what I did is I watched the video, then I went back and finished reading this and followed those steps, and it worked perfectly. The only step that I forgot to do was move it from my download folder into my desktop folder, but once I did that, then things went really smoothly, okay? So moving on, she talks about downloading the files. She talks about the files that you'll get. She talks about using the OneNote notebook importer and signing in and importing. And then when it's done, you have a check mark that says it's done. And then you can go ahead and open it in OneNote. All right. And she talks about OneNote for Windows users. And she talks about OneNote 2016 or 2021 or 365 or what other numbers you want to put after it. It's just OneNote now. So I think we'll just call it OneNote. Anyway, she tells you where your file will be located and how to open it and that kind of thing. And then she shows you a little bit about the structure of the file. All right. So all of that worked very smoothly. You're ready to go. If you have any questions, you can message her on Etsy, or there's some FAQs, frequently asked questions and troubleshooting. I fortunately didn't need any of that. She even gave me a thank you coupon if I would like to purchase something else. She does on her website have a dated 2023-24 calendar, I believe. I think she also has a student calendar, and a few other things. Anyway, I will put the link to this notebook that I purchased in the description box if you would like to take a look at it or check out the other things that she has available. Okay, now let's jump over into OneNote and I'll show you what it looks like when you first open up the notebook. All right, so I opened mine here on my desktop, and it's called the OneNote Project Management Planner. And when it first opens, you come up to this dashboard index. The one thing that she does tell you is that if you see all of these lines with the little initials next to them, that is from her studios. So to get rid of those lines that are there with the initials next to them, I'm just going to go up to search and I'm going to type hide, and I want hide authors. And when I do that, all of those things disappear. Okay? All right, so that works great. Now back to the home menu. What she has done here is she has set up a dashboard page or an index page or a table of contents. As a teacher, I always think the index is in the back of the book, but it seems like today a lot of indexes are really table of contents, and they put them in the front of the books or planners. Okay. All right. Now this main planner section, this is the project management part. So you will see the tabs across the top here, and she has dashboard, goals, task management, projects, files, brainstorming and analysis, and then meeting minutes. She also then has a templates and stickers and a user guide here right on this. And you see that the dashboard is in one color. All of those things related to goals and projects are another color. And then the supplemental things that you might need are in a lighter purple. Okay. If I scroll down and let you see some of the dashboard, you will see that it is very extensive. Okay. What I would like to do today, here are all the blank templates that are there, the Kanban boards, all of that, project files, brainstorming, meeting notes, all of that stuff. Moving on down to stickers, sticky notes, green icons, mint icons, how to change colors, it's a user guide and frequently asked questions and that kind of thing. So that this video is not so long, what I want to do is I'm going to break this down into chunks, okay? The first thing that I want to look at is the calendar overview, okay? Now, the reason that I want to do that is because I would like to try out this calendar for the month of September. And since it is the end of August and I need to go ahead and get September set up, that's what I plan to do. So we're going to take a look at the calendar section only today, and I'm going to try to see if I can move or adjust or link or somehow connect this calendar to my 2023 life planner, see how that works out. And then in next week's video, I'm going to come back and look at some of those program or project management pages for you. Okay. All right. So let's look at our calendar section right here. And I'm going to point out some OneNote kind of things as we are going. All right. You'll notice these titles and things are in their own containers. So as I hover over them, you can see that the word calendar here is in its own container. Yearly overview is in its own container. So is the first part of the month and the second part of the month. What that means that they're in their own containers is that means that this notebook that I purchased is 100% editable. Okay. If I want to go up here and say that this is my calendar for 2024, I can simply add that in. If I want to change this font color to something else, I can go up here to my font colors and I can choose a different font color or a different font style. Okay. They are 100% editable. I'm going to leave it exactly the way it is at the moment, but I just wanted to show you as we're going through, you can make changes to things, which I think is really cool. This may be what I've been looking for. Setting all of this up, figuring out the structure, figuring out the linking and all of that may just be what I've been looking for so that I don't have to do that myself. I can simply purchase the product and use it the way that it is, okay? Now, she also, if you're wondering where the calendar is located up here in the sections, you'll notice that the calendar actually is down here in a subsection. All right, so if I click on calendar here, you see that it brings up this whole project management planner, undated Monday start calendar section. Okay. And the calendar section is all purple. The entire year is purple. Can you change it? Yes, you can. Okay, so if I want to change this section color to yellow, I can do that. Okay, just like you can in any notebook that you might create yourself. All right. Let's see. If we want to get back to the parent section group, we can simply click on this arrow and that takes us back to our management dashboard, okay? Everything that you see here that is underlined is linked. All of these things that are underlined are linked. All of these boxes here that are on the side that are underlined are linked, okay? All right, but today we're just going to stick with the calendar. So first of all, let's go to the calendar overview. And when we do that, it brings us to a year at a glance kind of calendar, okay? So we have links here up at the top for our dashboard index, our yearly goals, our task board index, our custom link 1, 2, and 3. So we can put in things that are specific to us. There's also a little helpful tip here that talks to you about how to use those quick link buttons, okay? Then we have a calendar for each month. We have a January, and you see that this is set up. This container is set up. January is its own container, February, March, etc. January is linked. Okay, so when I click on that, it's going to go directly to January. But I wanted to show you here that this calendar, actually let's jump down to September because that's where I'm going to be working. This calendar down here, you see I've already started to add some dates on here. So September 1st is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so on. This is a table. Let me scroll in and show you. This is a table, and I know that it is set up as a table because when I look up here on my top menu, you see the word table has come up, okay? When I click off of this table, when I click here on the side of this table, the word table up here goes away, okay? So you know it's no longer in the table format, okay? All right, so I'm going to just continue quickly going in and just numbering this first week. Now, I do want you to know that since this is an undated calendar, you would need to fill in those things for yourself. Like I said, she does sell a dated calendar if you do not want to do all of that linking, okay? Now, I can click on my September calendar here. Actually, before I do that, I wanted to show you down here at the bottom, underneath the calendar for September, she has a link to your monthly goals. She has a custom link. Let's say you wanted to do a monthly budget or a health and wellness tracker or something like that. You could put your habit tracker there, your budget there, whatever you would like to add as your own custom link. And then she has a place for notes. So this might be, 3 important things to remember for the month, that kind of thing. Okay. Now, back up here, like I was talking about before, there is a link to the month of September. There is a link to week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the month of September. But since I added these numbers here, there are no links to these daily pages on this particular calendar. But I think they're in here somewhere. So let's jump from here and go to September. Remember, this would be your long range planning where you would put, that wedding that you have to attend, or that vacation that you have planned, or, those birthdays that you have. This is your long-term planning. And if I want to add something else in here besides the date, there is a line to do that as well. So perhaps this is when school starts. And you see, because it is in a table format, things move around as I add them. So my table will get as big or as small as I would like. I can also make my text a little bit smaller so that things fit in there a little bit better as well. All right, let's see if I can make all of this a little bit smaller if I want to. Let's go down to 9 point. There we go. Okay. All right. Now let's click over to September and see what the monthly looks like. All right. So here we have our monthly overview. And remember that table that I filled out on the long range plan, those dates did not carry over to my plan here in September. All right. But you will notice that this calendar, the table is a lot bigger, so I can add a lot more details in here. Let's start with Friday is the 1st and Saturday the 2nd. Just do this one row like so. And then I can go in here and I can type multiple things. Let's say I hit enter and this is school starts. And we're having our donut breakfast to get things kicked off. And pickup time is at 3:15. And we're going to have a first day dinner to celebrate with all the kids, that kind of thing. So you can add multiple things. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got lots more rows here that I can use, which I think is great. Okay, and then when I get to that last one, it will start to move down. So each column is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines long. That's pretty good. Okay. I don't know that I ever have that many things to do, but I'm sure there are lots of people out there who do. So that is fantastic. Okay. All right, again, on this September overview, you see each of the days of the week here, and all of those are underlined, which means they are linked. Let's start with the week since we're doing weekly stuff here. So let's say I have filled in some things on my monthly calendar. Then I want to go and take a look at week 1. So I'm going to click on week 1 for September. You see over here on pages, that's going to take me down to week 1. And week 1 has all of the days of the month across the top as well. It has some other links up here so I can get back to the monthly overview if I want. I can get back to week 1 if I want. I can jump to week 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, just like I can over here on the pages side. And then there is, again, a nice big section for Monday with lots of space for me to write or type. Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way down. Saturday and Sunday are smaller and they are shaded. But if you are adding things in here and you need more space because it is a table, again, it's listed as a table up here, the box will just expand and allow you to put in exactly what you want. So I'm just going to do some numbers here to show you and watch for that box to expand. So it expanded at 4. And it keeps going, so I can add as many things as I need to, even though the box is smaller. Okay? All right, terrific. So week 1, I can go ahead and put in things, my weekly overview things that I must do, things that I, appointments and stuff that I have. I could even come in here if I wanted to, and maybe I want to keep my appointments in one place and I want to have a place for the things that I must get done on that day. I can go in here and say, insert column to the right. Okay. And spread that back out. Oops. Spread that back out. And now I have a place that I can put appointments. And I have a place that I can put to-dos. Okay, so very customizable. You can make it exactly the way that you want it, which is great. She's done a lot of the legwork for you, okay? But you can still customize it. And it is still a functional table, which I'm loving. I think that's great. Okay, again, over here, she has a goal of the week. And again, you can see that that is a table. If I go up here and click on the title, the word table goes away. I can change that. If I don't want it to be the goal of the week, maybe I want that to be my positive affirmation for the week. Whatever I would like to put in there, I can add it in here. So let me go ahead and start with have a great day today because I am a planner. All right. So you see, she's already got the font so that it works and the text color so that it works for the boxes. There's a place here for our top priorities. And again, you see that this is a table, so I can change these things as if I want. But if I just click next to them, I can go ahead and add the stuff that's there, that I want to do. She's got a to-do list down here, and these are the standard to-do things. But you know me and my customized tags. Let's say there's something that I want to do, like fertilize the grass because I want good, strong root growth for the fall. Well, for me, that's a garden task. So I'm going to go up here to my own custom tags to garden task, and I'm going to add a garden task, and I'm going to come over here to do, and I'm going to remove that tag. So now my tag is a garden task. Okay, so I can take my weekly to-do list and customize it with my own tags if I choose to. We have a habit tracker over here where I can write in what habit 1, 2, and 3 is, and then I have a place to check off habit 1, 2, and 3 for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that kind of thing. Maybe as a content creator, maybe I want to change this to what YouTube video I am filming for the week, what YouTube or what Instagram and Facebook posts that I'm creating, and I check off down here when I have completed those. Okay, completely customizable. I think that's great. This cute little notes box down here, again, is a table you can see up here, and it's one of those giant one-column tables that I have talked to you about, and she has simply shaded it in so that it looks aesthetically pleasing on the page, okay? Now, does she have a notebook background like I typically use? Nope, don't see any of that in here. Can I add that? Probably as a graphic in the background, but I may just try using it the way it is for the month of September. So far, I'm liking what I see. Now, again, I could go to week 2 by coming over here to my pages and clicking week 2 if I would like, or let me go back. I can go and click the link here for getting to week 2. Okay? Either way, I end up at the same place, and it works great. All right. So now we know what the weekly pages look like. We know what the monthly pages look like. Let's see what those daily pages look like. Let's start with the 1st, and I'll go up here to the 1st of September, and I will click that button. It then takes me down on the pages over here. You see it's now into September the 1st, okay? Up here at the top, we have all of the days of the month. So you can see I can jump to any day at any time. If I want to jump to a particular day as something comes up, I can jump to that day and the title is right up there at the top, okay? I can go back to yesterday. I can go back to the monthly overview. I can go back to the day that I was working on. I can go back to tomorrow, which would be the next day. All of those things, okay? The schedule is set, again, in its own container, its own table. Schedule is set from 6 a.m. in the morning all the way down to 11 p.m. at night, and every other box is shaded like I have done on many of my daily pages. So for me, that feels comfortable. Each time section is in 2 different lines. So you basically could have from 6 a.m. and then you could do a 6:30 if you wanted. You could even come out here and write 6:30 if you wanted to do that, okay? If you needed to break it up into smaller time. If you're somebody who needs the smaller increments of time, you could do 6:15, 6:30, and 6:45. Okay, so you can change and modify this schedule as much as you need to. All right, so I think that's fantastic. Again, goal of the day, top priorities for the day. Again, these are editable, so you can change them if you would like. There's another to-do list for the day with those standard generic to-do boxes, but you could come in and add your own, customize. I need to call somebody. Let's get rid of that to-do general to-do tag. And then over here, she has built in a meal planner for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Again, you don't have to use those boxes for what they are labeled. You simply could come in here and say, maybe this is exercise. I want to record what exercise I did for the day. I want to record the reading that I was able to get done for the day. And then I do want to log my dinner plans there, okay? I also have a section down here for notes, all right? Now, let's say that you're somebody who doesn't really want this big to-do list, but you kind of like the GTD things like, who do I have to call? What emails do I have to send? Think about this. You could take this container. You could make a copy of that container, paste it over here on the side. You could get rid of this to-do list. Let's move it out of the way for now and put this in here. And then you could change this to not meal planner, but maybe activities. If I could spell correctly today. Okay, so activities, and then here you want to keep a list of the people that you need to call or text. Here you need to keep a list of errands to run. Here you need to keep a list of things to buy. And over here you want to have a place for emails or letters that you need to send. Okay. And then, then maybe you still want to keep what you were reading that day and what dinner plans that you had. Okay. So you can really, really customize and not even use this to-do list, or you can add it up here on the side if you want. I think that's great. I think this is very customizable. I think it would work really well. And I want to try it out for the month of September. Okay. Now, I have not taken a look at this planner before I started filming today. I simply downloaded it and thought, okay, let's jump right into it. I want to take a look at it the same time you do. When I first saw how comprehensive that dashboard was, I started thinking, wow, I can't cover all of this. Let's just focus on the calendar. So this is what I want to do. I want to take this month of September and I want to move this whole section or copy this whole section and take it into my 2023 life planner. Will that work? I don't know. I've never tried that before. Let's give it a try. All right. Let's see. So I'm going to go up here to the tab and I'm going to go down to copy or move. I could always copy a link to this section and leave it here, but I want to try copy or move. And it says copy or move the section September into a notebook or after a section. So I want to take it to my 2023 life planner. Do I want to put it in my current? No, let's just copy it and then we'll move the stuff that I already have there. So let's make a copy of it and see what happens. Fingers crossed that this works. It's like being live and things really messing up. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let me go and look at my 2023 life planner. And there's September. All right, so I put it there at the end. Let's move it up here. I'm going to put it up here. My September that I started creating is blue, and the one that came in from the project plan that I bought is purple, so that's how we can tell them apart. And you see in my September section, I really haven't set up anything yet. I just started dropping things in that I needed to remember. Like I have some things about stickers that I might use. I have some don't forget things for September. And then I was also thinking about a fall color palette that I thought was pretty. None of those will go with the purple September, so I am going to scrap that whole plan, and I'm not even going to change any of these colors in September. I'm just going to use it the way that it is, okay? So when I look here, I have all of September. I have the weeks still going down the side, so it's exactly the way that we modified it. Let's look at September 1st, and that's the one that we modified. Again, let's do hide authors. Okay. That's the one that we modified, and I did some changes in here. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Now, I have always said that links are not important in OneNote when you're doing a calendar because you have all of your pages here on the side. So I could navigate to the main page by clicking there. I could navigate to the first week by clicking there. I could navigate to September the 1st by clicking there. All of that is true. One of my followers pointed out to me that they like to have more real estate. Just reminds me of Lucy from the Peanuts, if any of you guys ever read that and watched that Christmas special when Lucy says all she ever really wants in the world is more real estate. Anyway, if I click this full page view and all of my pages go away and I want more real estate, I simply can use the links that are here to navigate to different pages, to navigate to the monthly overview, to navigate to different weeks, all of those kinds of things. Okay, so I am willing to give these links a try and see if I like them or not for the month of September. All right, so on first glance, what do you think about this particular planner? Do you like it? Do you like the functionality of it? Do you think it's something that might work for you? Are you curious about seeing all of the rest of the things that are in the project management part? I know I certainly am. And that's a good way for me to say, if you would like not to miss any of the videos that I'm going to be producing this fall and into the winter season, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a like if you have learned anything new or liked anything from today's video. That certainly does help this channel. And I want to say thank you to all those people who have been subscribing and who have been watching. Our viewership has gone way up, and that's just really exciting. I'm glad that people are learning lots of new things about the wonderful things you can do in OneNote. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, let's get back to this beautiful planner. My plan is to go ahead and set this up for myself for the month of September to use it. But next week's video is going to be about all of those other project management tools that are there. So if you are somebody who manages a lot of projects, you might want to stay tuned for that. I may film an extra setting up September plan with me. We'll see how much time I have and how much daylight I have left. But anyway, I think this is kind of cool. And I do want to say that this planner was around $20 US dollars. And I do know that her other planners are about that same price range. Actually, let me go to her Etsy store and show you what else she might have. Okay, so you can see here in her Etsy shop, she has a OneNote 2023-24 digital planner. It's the lightweight version. Not exactly sure what that means, but it's $10 at the moment. The 2023 digital planner, if you just want to try something from now until the end of the year, and that is a dated planner. So you see all of the dates there with the links coming through. Each one of those is linked, I believe, to that particular page. So you could try that one. It's only $7 right now, which would get you September, October, November, and December. 4 months is pretty good. This is the one that I purchased, the Project Management Notebook. It's one of her best sellers, and I wanted it for the undated calendar because I kind of like that. What else does she have? She has an academic template over here for $8, a student planner. She has a productive life and she has a productivity planner and life planner with OneNote templates that I think is an interesting thing as well. And a OneNote undated, just an undated planner, okay? Doesn't have all the project management stuff, just the undated planner is under $10, okay? So I think that's great. There's a health and fitness thing. She has a couple of different things that I think are very interesting, all right? So if I'm liking the planner, I may go back and purchase some of the other templates, all right? Well, thanks so much for joining me, and stay tuned to find out what September ends up looking like and more about this project management component of this particular planner. Until then, here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. I use OneNote. Until next time, okay, bye.